guys, how's it going? My name is Dal, and currently, as of making of this video, Blizzard is yet to announce an official release date for the next upcoming expansion of Dragonflight. However, right before an expansion, Blizzard releases a pre-expansion novel that goes into the lore, the history, and the characters that will play a significant role in the next chapter of World of Warcraft. Based on the last few expansions, we know that these novels come out a short few months before the official expansion release. And recently players have discovered the Dragonflight pre-expansion novel, which may hint at a potential, speculative Dragonflight release window. And in this video, we got even more updates for the patch 9.2.5, with Blizzard revealing that 9.2.5 and the seasonal content will be released separately, which could mean that the next update to World of Warcraft could be here earlier than expected. And I want to cover all of these updates in today's video. But right before we do that, most of you guys watching these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you are reminded, the more of you do. So let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel as well as to the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you want to get regular updates about the next World of Warcraft expansion of Dragonflight. First, let's discuss the potential Dragonflight release window based on the Dragonflight novel. Players have been able to discover a Dragonflight pre-expansion novel on Amazon, and while the novel does not have a title yet, it does have a release date. The last few expansions of World of Warcraft, primarily Draenor, Legion, Battle for Azeroth, and Shadowlands all came with a pre-expansion novel shortly before the expansion release. And many in the community went back to those expansions to look at the pattern between the book releases and the expansion releases to see if they could find any patterns and connections. Players have discovered that both Legion and Shadowlands had roughly a 4-month distance between the book release and the release of the expansion. Battle for Azeroth had a much shorter window, roughly 6 weeks apart between the material and the content. Draenor was just the opposite, with a much longer time span between the novel and the expansion. It's worth mentioning that the sample size is pretty small, and all of this information is speculative unless we get an official release date by Blizzard in the near future. But based on the data of the previous expansions, it seems that the average duration between the release of the prequel novel and the expansion is roughly 4 months away. And as of right now, the Dragonflight novel, at least on Amazon, is listed to be released sometime in November. And 4 months from November would put Dragonflight in a release window of anywhere between March and April of 2023. A recent blue post by Blizzard discussing the upcoming Season 4 content may also help confirm this release window. In this blue post, Blizzard discussed Season 4 and its features, like raiding, Mythic Plus, and PvP. While waiting for Dragonflight in Season 4, Blizzard is looking to experiment with some of the older dungeons and content in creative new ways, adding a new affix system into the 3 raids of Shadowlands, changing the pool of dungeons you run for your Mythic Pluses, while offering brand new rewards for both PvE and PvP content. Blizzard also stated that the Season 4 is expected to be a shorter season than your typical season in Shadowlands. Taking a look at the previous Shadowlands seasons, Season 1 lasted roughly 7 months, and Season 2 was 8 months in duration. It's very likely that current Season 3 is going to be roughly the same. If Season 4 is to be shorter than your typical Shadowlands season, that means Season 4 will likely be either 6 months or 5 months, or potentially even 4 months in duration. Again, very heavy emphasis on speculation here, but if we were to add up all the seasons, taking into account that Season 4 is likely to be shorter, it is possible to imagine that Season 4 would end roughly early into the year 2023. Like I said earlier, we don't have anything official about Dragonflight from Blizzard just yet, so all of this is guesses and speculation. It's very possible that Blizzard could reveal that a Dragonflight alpha is to be ready for testing very shortly. In a playable alpha, we'd have a much better idea of how far along this expansion is, and based on how finished are the classes, the systems, and the content, we'd have a better idea about a rough release window of the next upcoming expansion. We also got more updates for the patch 9.2.5 from the recent Blizzard announcements and blue posts. First of all, we have a tweet that has confirmed the patch 9.2.5 and the Season 4 content won't be released at the same time. This means that Blizzard could push the update 9.2.5 earlier than expected, while continuing to work on Season 4 separately over on the PTR realms. The patch 9.2.5 primarily features the cross-faction update, which will let players participate in all endgame content within pre-made groups as either the faction of the Alliance or the Horde. By lifting the faction restrictions, it opens up a much bigger player pool when it comes to Mythic Pluses, raiding, and PvP. And most importantly, will let friends play together, no matter the faction that they chose. And while 9.2.5 isn't a major content patch, the cross-faction capability is huge for World of Warcraft, especially for this massive divide between the endgame experience of the Alliance players and the Horde. Currently on the Horde side, it's a lot easier to find competitive guilds for endgame content, more Mythic Plus dungeons, especially at the higher end, and generally an easier time looking for partners for 2v2 and 3v3 arenas. It also gives players more freedom to play their class any way they want to play, by opening up all of the different racials available to them, letting them combine their favorite active and passive racials together with various different playstyles to bring into dungeons, arenas, or raids. Besides that, 9.2.5 also comes with a handful of PvP changes, as well as a brand new Heritage Armor quest lines for the race of Dark Iron Dwarves and Blood Elves. Also recently we found out that the 9.2.5 splash screen is currently encrypted. A splash screen is a set of images that pops up the first time a player logs into the new update, and it usually details the new features and content that you can experience with this brand new patch. Previously, we've been able to data mine these splash screens way ahead of time, but Blizzard decided to encrypt this one for one reason or another. Right now in the community, there are two speculations as to why this splash screen is encrypted. The more reasonable and the more likely explanation is because 9.2.5 will contain bits of lore, maybe certain story chapters that lead us out of Shadowlands and slowly into the next expansion of Dragonflight. The other theory, which is less realistic but a lot more exciting, is potentially the splash screen could be hiding something big, like possibly new allied races, mounts, or various other rewards. This theory comes from various Dragonflight leaks. We saw a lot of these Dragonflight leaks come out months and weeks before the announcement of the Dragonflight expansion. While most of these expansion leaks are generally fake or wishful thinking, one of them got a good portion of the Dragonflight release info right. And based on that specific leak, which for some has gained more credibility since the expansion's announcement, that leak also revealed that a new allied race is set to come out before the release of the Dragonflight expansion. With the recent encryption of the 9.2.5 splash screen, we know that Blizzard is hiding something, but as of right now, it's really to anyone's guess as to what it could be. So I want to ask you guys in the comments, if we are to somehow actually get an allied race in 9.2.5, what allied race would you want to see? Potentially one of the races of Shadowlands, like the Venthyr or Necrolords, to become playable. Maybe this time we'll finally get the skinny version of Kul Tyrants. What are the chances Blizzard can make Morlocks or Tuskarr playable? Let me know, what allied race would you personally like to see playable in the patch 9.2.5? And that's going to be all of the updates that we have for today's video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching and hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. When do you think we'll be getting the Dragonflight expansion? And do you think a 2023 window is likely or unlikely? Or if you think it's possible that Blizzard could still release Dragonflight by 2022? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single video and live stream, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video or hang out with the other members of the community. Join our Discord to join our community. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.